Mark 2:28, plus Isaiah 58:13. If Jesus is not God, why is he Lord of God's holy day? If Jesus is not God, then how is he the Lord of something that belongs to God alone, the Sabbath? That's not my question, that's the Bible's question. And today we put every pastor, priest, imam, and skeptic on notice. Prove this wrong, if you can. Question Mark 2:28 says, "Therefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath." But Isaiah 58:13 says, "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day." Whose holy day? God's. So here's the collision. Jesus says he is Lord of the Sabbath. God says the Sabbath is his holy day. Are there two Lords? Or is Jesus claiming equality with God? Verse. Let's break this down. In Isaiah 58:13, the Lord speaks directly. My holy day. The Sabbath is God's sacred personal possession, not Moses', not Israel's, not man's, but God's. Then in Mark 2:28, Jesus boldly declares, "The Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath, not a servant of it, not a prophet about it, not a teacher under it, but Lord of it." This is no small claim. In Jewish understanding, only Yahweh, God himself, is Lord of the Sabbath. It was he who sanctified it at creation. Genesis chapter 2, 2-3. It was he who commanded it in stone at Sinai. Exodus 20, 8-11. And it is he who calls it my holy day. So when Jesus says he is Lord of the Sabbath, he is not merely asserting authority over a day. He is claiming divine ownership of what belongs to God alone. He is saying, "The Sabbath is mine because I am God." Challenge. Now the challenge. To every Sunday-keeping pastor who denies Jesus is God, explain how Jesus can be Lord over what God calls his day. To every priest who teaches the Trinity but ignores the Sabbath, explain how you missed this divine title transfer. To every imam who says Jesus was just a prophet, explain how he dares to say he owns what Allah claims as his own holy day. To every skeptic who mocks the deity of Christ, explain how the Lord of the Sabbath is not the same God who created it. There's no middle ground. Either Jesus blasphemed or he is God. Truth. This is the brilliance of Scripture. The prophets and apostles agree. The Old and New Testaments align. Isaiah shows God calling the Sabbath my holy day. Jesus in Mark shows himself as Lord of the Sabbath. And only God can claim divine lordship of a divine day. This isn't about arguing religion. This is about defending truth. Jesus wasn't confused. He wasn't exaggerating. He wasn't being poetic. He was making a bold, divine statement. I am the Lord of the Sabbath, because I am the God who created it. So, if you still believe Jesus never claimed to be God, read Isaiah 58:13. Read Mark 2:28. Then ask yourself, who is the Lord of God's holy day? Only one answer remains: Jesus Christ is God.